be a stronger man and not defraud your brother in any way. Anyway, why is you trying to chase hoes anyway, man? You should be in the damn truth. You should have one woman. If you seeking the position you in, you're only supposed to really have one woman right now, man. Okay? To do this job right, or have none at all. You're supposed to have literally one woman or none at all. Why are you chasing these dirty ass, scandalous women, and then you want to try to encroach on the camp, man? You making it look bad. You making yourself look bad, man. Okay? For that thing you doing, I mean, another man's wife, man. So they were one. That's why Elder Ricard said you a faggot, man. You actually went into a man. You actually went into a man that flesh, because his semen stays with this woman for 52 hours, man. So if you pop that woman in that time frame, you definitely, it was in, his sperm was still up in there, man. Okay?
The brain chemistry in both men and women is triggered with sexual intimacy. And we believe that because I say this is just a sexual encounter for pleasure, I'm not going to be changed, that it works. Our brain never gets the message that this has no consequence. The assumption on the part of our body is that
that's why the body has no discernment of, oh, that's why the body's built to be if a car is built to be a car, it's built to be a car. Okay? It's not going to try to be a plane. It's going to do what it's built to do. The Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, built these bodies to do what they are meant to do, to reproduce. That's why he said, fill up the face of the world with men. Fill it up. Go procreate. Okay? That's why he separated the sons of men. This world is built to handle the spirits that the Most High set to handle.
Sexual intimacy always has consequences, always has meaning. And as soon as we have this, it has no consequence. The assumption on the part of our body is that sexual intimacy always has consequences, always has meaning. And as soon as we have this intimacy with this person, we trigger brain chemistry. We trigger, for instance, oxytocin, which is a bonding hormone both in men and women. There are other feedback systems there that make the brain feel good. Men, in particular, get vasopressin. This is a male hormone. We women have a little, but it's predominantly male. And when we have sexual intimacy with someone, what happens to the male is this hormone now makes him have a preference for this female that he just had sex with. Hooking up, the sense that it doesn't matter, is physiologically an impossibility.
So the man has a preference. So his rod is preferring that woman. That's why it says of his youth. Leave not the woman of thy youth, the wife of thy youth. Because your rod is preferring, you can put your rod in other females, you can still procreate them. But as it says, your bottom bitch or your main woman, the one you've been with for a while, she's keen to you, man. You're keen to that. Your rod will miss that, as per se. Your rod will be like, where's that at, man? You'll be in these other ones and it'll be like, you ain't been there in a while. Okay? It'll remember that. It's easier to fit, as you may say, even in virgin. If you take a woman's virginity, your rod is almost formed to that woman's inner walls, man. It's like going into putting a key into the right lock. Okay?
We know that in men, it takes 72 days to produce sperm, and that at each point there's a change in the sperm. It's changed in some way. But what we don't realize is that the sperm has to be changed in the woman's body to have the capacity to enter the egg.
Alright, this is a good point. You know, I'm going to show a video now. I think this is a very good point to show this video now. Okay? This is how to show you the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua is just, man, when you think you know something, it just, this YouTube was created for us, man. Brothers, you out there watching this, you out there using this, use this tool to the best of the advantage, because this is created for us, for edification. Because after this is done, and we ain't need no YouTube. Okay, we ain't gonna need the internet, because we're gonna be able to put this truth out there, man. Okay, but this is how the Most High has made sperm, and how he puts that spirit in. Okay, the sperm are just vehicles for that cell. That cell is that spirit that's gonna go with that. That's gonna bond okay? And it's gonna make that make that spirit to come together, bond with the other part of the woman, and they forge together with the chromosomes, and then they're gonna make that spirit. All right, let's go.
A sperm is in fact a cell, the function of which is to convey the...
You can see the heat. This is almost, if I'm not mistaken, infrared. You can actually see the life right there. If you look in that middle, you can actually see it. Okay, not to get too far off of topic, but let's go back in.
Genetic data of the male to the egg cell in the woman's body. When it is examined closely, sperm looks just like a machine specially designed to carry this load.
A machine specially designed, okay? Listen to this, man. The Most High done experience, just like they put it in metal, in crude form of metal, so you could have a concept in your mind to grasp it.
The front of the sperm is covered with armor. There is another layer of armor under the first, and under this second layer lies the cargo carried by the sperm. In this cargo are 23 chromosomes belonging to the male. All the information concerning the human body, right down to the finest detail.
That's why it says, man, let me get this. Slovakia, brothers. I just got so many scripts, man. This is Revelations 22 and 16. It says, "For I, Yahushua, have sent mine angels to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David, and the bright and morning star. And the Spirit and the bride say, Come, and let him that heareth say, Come, and let him that is athirst come, and whosoever will, let him take the water of life freely. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of this prophecy of this book." Okay, if any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. When I was saying the point, that's how he says the root of Jesse. Okay, the root of I am the root and the offspring of David. Okay, this is how he is the offspring of David, because his chromosomes, man, his chromosomes match. Okay, if you take the same blood chromosomes out of Yahushua and put in the same chromosomes in David, they have the same chromosomes. Okay, the family line, man, it's a lineage. It's a blood thing, man. That's why it chose to come down through this line and through Israel, man. Our chromosomes are Israel. Man, I mean, you got to look at this thing, man. This is heavenly things. This is a spirit. We're going on a spiritual realm almost. The chromosomes that are the Most High locked into this machine is what bonds with the women. All it is just the fertile. We're just gaining, when we put our seed into these women, we're just gaining the nutrients and the things we need to fertilize that egg, man. But the majority of the information, the talents, the skills, the spirits coming from the man. All right?
Is carried inside the chromosomes. In order for a new human being to emerge, the 23 chromosomes in the sperm have to unite with the 23 chromosomes inside the mother's egg cell. In this way, the first foundations of a person's 46 chromosomes will be laid. The armor system at the head of the sperm will protect this valuable cargo from all danger right through its journey. But the design in sperm is not limited to this. There is a very powerful engine in the middle of the sperm. The end of the engine is connected to the tail of the sperm. The power produced by the engine turns the tail like a propeller and enables the sperm to move swiftly. Since there is an engine in the middle, it will need fuel to make it work. This need has been thought of, and the most productive fuel for the engine, fructose, has been placed in the liquid surrounding the sperm.
So that semen, because it's only literally, it's 10% semen or sperm, okay? It's 10% out of your ejaculation, okay? Out of that fluid, there's approximately 10% of it is sperm, all right? And out of that 10%, only about 1% of it is actually fertilized. It's fertile. That is actually this. Because we can go deeper into it, there's actually 3 types of sperm. There's the attacker, there's the blocker, and then there's the fertilizer. The fertilizers are the less in number because the other one's protected, like goes through the walls, it goes through the cracks and crevices and helps protect, okay? The Most High designed that, man. Most of you jakes can't say, oh, let me produce more blockers and more attackers. You really don't got control over your body, man. So that free will speak shit out of it, man, get that out of here.
In this way, the fuel for the engine is provided throughout the length of the journey it will undertake. Thanks to this perfect design, the sperms head rapidly straight for the egg cell. When the length of the sperm and the distance traveled are considered, it emerges that this is relatively as fast as a speedboat. The production of these miraculous engines is carried out in a most expert manner. Inside each of the testicles, the sperm production centers, there are microscopic tubes of a total distance of around 500 meters long. The production inside these tiny tubes works just like the conveyor belt assembly system inside a modern factory. The sperm's armor, engine, and tail parts are assembled onto one another in turn. What emerges as a result is a real wonder of engineering. We have to think a little in the face of this reality. How do these unconscious cells know how to prepare the sperms in the appropriate form, despite the fact that they know nothing about the mother's body?
That means they don't. How does these cells that are making this in the testicles know? Because it's never contacted the woman's body. It's never had full contact. It's not hardwired into the woman's body. So what does it know to do that? Because it's made to do that. The Most High designed it to do that. Alright, there's no Darwin in this. Because Darwin's theory contradicts with a factory line. Because a factory line is something that was a man-made. You heard him? It's not man-made, but a man-type usage. Evolution doesn't use factory lines, okay? Doesn't use assembly lines.
How have they learned to make the armor, engine, and tail that the sperm will need in the mother's body? With what intelligence do they assemble these components in the correct order? How do they know that the sperm will need fructose? How have they learned to build an engine that runs on fructose? There is but one answer to all of these questions. The sperms and the seminal fluid that they are placed in were specifically created by God for the continuation of the human race.
So, for the sake of time, we're going to get into this.
Phenomenon when the sperm enters that's called capacitation and adaptation. For 5 hours or so, it sits in our woman bodies, and our woman chemistry changes the sperm. So now the sperm has the capacity to enter the egg, to go through this acrosome reaction. Before that, it can't do it. It swims differently after this. It swims with, if you will, more intent. Prior to that, the tail is kind of lazy and it moves it where it needs to go, but not with determination. After being changed by the female body, the tail is this whiplash kind of thing. It's very direct. It's very effective in moving the sperm forward to meet the ovum. This is incredible when you think about it. There is an author in Britain who has written about the fact that